Hey, you tapped in with the 2011 King. This that real 2A top. Straight out of LA. Let's go. Hey yo, click, clack, chrome, yeah, the setup supreme. 2011 King got the whole Mac clean. Slide heavy, drip deadly, that's my theme. Every piece I pull got that showroom gleam. Pro 2A, this a God-given right. Got a crazy collection, keep it locked in sight. From the safe to the range, we don't play. Big steel, big stance, 2A-N-LA. 2A-N-LA, run it every day. Crazy with the gear, keep the drama at bay. 2011 King, let the metal ring. Second Amendment, tatted everything. 2A-N-LA, run it every day. Crazy with the gear, keep the drama at bay. 2011 King, let the metal ring. Second Amendment, tatted everything. Yeah, tatted everything.
YouTube family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A-N-LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, and future episodes is just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, fam, I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. Alright, fam, before we get this episode rolling, just a couple of disclaimers. I do not sell firearms, nor do I promote the sale of firearms or accessories or anything that would constitute a violation of YouTube community guidelines. Any reviews that I do on firearms or accessories are just that. They are for review purposes only. And if I reference the gun manufacturer or the company that happened to supply the product, I am just referencing that for disclosure purposes. All right? Now, fam, look. If you are not a member of the 2A-N-LA fam club, I do not know what you are doing at this point in time. As a member of the fan club, you receive unreleased content. You'll receive content early. You become automatically eligible for all the giveaways that we do in our bi-weekly live streams, fam. Look. I believe I offer some of the best giveaway opportunities on YouTube. So make sure you're a member of the fam club. It's only $2.99 a month. Just click on that join button down below. And if you are interested in any of the 2A-N-LA merchandise, just hit that QR code in the corner. You see it. You see it right there. That will take you to the 2A-N-LA channel. Also, you can sign up to participate in a lot of our giveaways there. So make sure you hit that QR code. All right, that's it. Now let's get back into the episode. All right, fam, let's get this episode rolling. What a night. What a night. If you missed out, definitely go back and watch the live stream in its entirety. It doesn't disappoint. I'll pin a link to it down below. That said, I thought it would be great to have kind of a post debrief where we kind of talk about all of the nominees and the winners in the various categories. And so that's what this episode is kind of all about. Before we get rolling though, I just want to say thank you to all of the sponsors, our platinum sponsors, our gold sponsors, our silver sponsors. Without you guys, we couldn't have done it. I mean, it takes a lot to put on the kind of live stream that we did and everything that went into it. So I want to sincerely thank the sponsors. And I'm going to take just a minute to do a quick drop acknowledging all the sponsors. So check this out. Okay, fam, we're back. So check it out. If you didn't watch the live stream last night, we had 13 categories in total. And we're going to be reviewing those 13 categories as well as the nominees and the winners here. We started off with Best Budget 2011 of 2025. And there was some amazing nominees. And look, if you're nominated for a Heat Check Honors Awards, that's a win in my book in and of itself, because there's so many companies, firearms, and affiliated individuals that are in the space that are doing amazing work. To be a nominee, you really are the best of the best of the best of the best. And so that is definitely the case for Best Budget nominee category. And in that category, we had the Alpha Foxtrot Romulus, we had the Gerson Witness 2311 Match X, we had the Bursa M2XI, we had the Fusion Firearms XP Pro Comp, and we had the Mac 9 DS Comp. So wow. Talk about a star-studded lineup. And, you know, coming up with a winner in all of these categories was really next to impossible, because all of these, like I said, companies, firearms, affiliates are just top notch. In this particular category, though, when I look at everything overall, when I talk about the fit and finish of these firearms, the shootability of these firearms, everything that goes into it, I think there was one company that stood out just a little bit more than the rest, and that is the Fusion Firearms XP Pro Comp. I think you're talking about all metal construction, you're talking about a compensated gun, you're talking about a great trigger, great fit and finish. I think that gun has evolved in a very short period of time from the XP Pro to the comp model. There were certain things that I felt the original XP Pro, which I own, by the way, certain things that I felt the XP Pro lacked, they addressed those in the comp. And for my opinion, all these guns are phenomenal, but best all around went to the Fusion Firearms XP Pro Comp. Alright fam, next up we had the Best Carry 2011 of 2025. Again, tough category. All of these guns are phenomenal. The nominees in this category were the Coast & Arms X Covert 3.5 variants. They made a few different versions of the 3.5 variant, of the 3.5 inch barrel variant in 2025, all of which were excellent and deserve acknowledgement and recognition. We had the Staccato HD 3.6, that one again, very impressive firearms. We had the Atlas Gunworks EOS. That firearm, that 4.25 inch gun is amazing. We had the Fowler Vanta 9K, which again is a 4.25 version of the Fowler Vanta 9, outstanding carry option gun. We had the Combat Precision M5. You guys know how I feel about Combat Precision. I think arguably one of the most underrated custom builders out there. We had the Wilson Combat EDC and SFX series. We kind of lumped those together in one category. I think some of the best sub 4 inch 2011s out there. And last but not least, we had the Jacob Gray Hex. So look, all of these guns are phenomenal. Now, a couple of these guns, some of this comes down to kind of personal preference, right? I feel like 4.25 guns, 2011s, are they carryable? 100%. 100%. But I think they tend to be, 2011s in general, tend to be heavier firearms, and a 4.25 is a lot to be carrying on your person on a day in, day out basis. I gave special consideration in considering a carry pistol to the guns that were easier to carry. And in my book, kind of the sub 4 inch guns really had an advantage in this space. And so That was the Staccato 3.6. That was the Wilson Combat series, and that was the Coast & Arms series. And of those, I felt like in 2025, the Coast & Arms 3.5-inch variants just were phenomenal. I own one. I've reviewed all of them. Just phenomenal 2011 carry pistols. So shout out to Coast & Arms for winning in the best carry 2011 of 2025 category. Next up, we had the best new 2011 builders of 2025. Now keep in mind, some of these companies have been around a really long time, others not so much, but I'm talking about people who produced their very first 2011 in 2025. So we start off with Bursa, who came out with the M2XI in 2025. We're talking about Cardinal Arms, who dropped the G2 series, just an amazing firearms. We're talking about Dark Forge, who dropped the Wraith and the Reaper, amazing there. Can't leave out Kimber 2K11 and the various variants there. And last but certainly not least, Miller Precision, who came out with the Ranger series. Again, all crazy guns. But in my book, the firearm that really stood out to me in terms of quality, aesthetics, everything that goes into a 2011 pistol, I felt like Cardinal Arms really was inched out kind of the head of the class overall in that space. I feel like the G2 and the G2P, which is the ported version of that gun, is outstanding. I think it is aesthetically stunning, and they are some of the best shooting guns out there in my opinion, particularly at the price point. So congratulations to Cardinal Arms as the best new 2011 builder of 2025. Next up, we had Best Breakthrough 2011 Builder of 2025. These are companies who have kind of been around, have been knocking on the door, and in my opinion, took a major step forward in their progression in the 2011 space. And some amazing nominees here. Coast & Arms, who we just talked about as best carry pistol. I think across the board, their lineup is just getting better and better. Aesthetically, quality-wise, Coast & Arms has been knocking it out of the park. This next company is a company I reviewed so many of their guns in 2025. Always thought they were phenomenal shooters. I felt like where they were lagging behind a little bit is kind of coming up and getting up to speed with kind of the modern 2025 aesthetic that people are looking for relative to 2011, and they have done that. They have really stepped up their game, and I can't wait to see what's coming out in 2026, and that's Alpha American Firearms. Next up, Race City Defense. Talk about a company that has just continued to evolve, whose guns are kind of readily available, and who are hitting you at very affordable price points with high quality guns, in my opinion, which far exceed their asking price. I'm talking about Race City Defense. Amazing company. I got to give a shout out to this next nominee, Jacob Gray. Again, talk about a company evolving from the original TWC9 model to the TWC9 Black to the Covert Limited Edition to the Hex, and now the Nox 9, just killing it. Jacob Gray is just out here killing the game. Next up, another one of our prior nominees, Fusion Firearms. Again, I just feel like the natural progression of that company is amazing. I haven't even talked about all the custom things that they're doing. If you're not following them on Instagram, make sure you do. They're a great follow, and you get to see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that you don't normally see. So shout out to Fusion Firearms, highly worthy nominee. Last but not least, Viking Firearms. This is probably the least known of the individuals that are here, but don't sleep on Viking. They make some amazing firearms. I don't have one in my collection currently, but trust me, in 2026, one will be coming. I love what Viking Firearms is doing. Another great follow on Instagram. The winner in this category, though, is a company that I just feel is just taking it to another level. All of these nominees are phenomenal. Like I said, no losers here, but the winner in this category, Ray City Defense. Next up, Best Value 2011 of 2025. So I want to make a distinction between budget and value. Budget implies that the gun is kind of the best of the most affordable. Value is more bang for your buck. You can have $8,000 value gun if they're giving you $12,000 worth of performance and manufacturing, etc. Right? So this is more about kind of the best bang for your buck gun. And again, amazing nominees. Starting off with Masterpiece Arms, the DS9 Hybrid TC. You guys know I've raved about that gun ever since I was able to get my hands on one, add one into my collection in 2026. Next up, the Jacob Gray Knox 9. Now that's just shy of a $6,000 gun, but I'm telling you, it's giving you the aesthetics and the feature set guns that are $1,000 to $2,000 more. After that, the Miller Precision X Covert, the Ranger 9 series. That gun is ported and compensated in the mid 4,000 range. Just such a phenomenal firearms. Next, the Race City Defense RC9 Mod 2. Again, phenomenal firearm for the money. That gun got grill gun status on the channel, and there are a few guns that are at a sub 5K price point that hit in grill gun stats. So shout out to Ray City Defense for the Mod 2. Last but certainly not least, the Cosin Arms DVC Legacy Series. Again, an amazing firearm in a 3.5 inch and 5 inch variant. Awesome guns coming in again in that low $4,000 range. I think no doubt one of the best value buys out there. However, there can only be one winner, even though all of these nominees are worthy, and when the winner in that category was the Masterpiece Arms DS9 Hybrid TC. Unbelievable gun. Unbelievable gun. If you haven't seen my review on that gun, I'll try to link that one down in the description as well. Make sure you go back and check that out. Next category, we have the Best New 2011 of 2025. Oh my. Oh me, oh Mayo, oh Cleveland, Ohio. What in the amazing goodness is in this category. This category had 8 nominees. That's how many companies put out amazing guns that were just worthy, that were just noteworthy, right? And so let's kind of run through them. We've got the Cardinal Arms G2 ported amazing gun, the Race City Defense Mod 2 amazing gun, the Kimber 2K11 and various variants, amazing guns, the Dark Forge Reaper, unbelievable firearm, the Phoenix Trinity Honcho V2. This is about the most fun you can have with a 9mm. They knocked it out of the park with the Honcho V2. Next up, the Jacob Gray Knox 9. Again, wow, just an amazing shooting gun. Ecstatic to have it in my collection. Next up, the Wilson Combat Division 77 Project 1. I thought this gun was aesthetically stunning. They killed it with the aesthetic. I think Wilson Combat guns, just generally speaking, are very attractive guns, and this gun deserved to be noted on the list. Last but not least, the Miller Precision Ranger Series X Covert, again, hybrid gun. Amazing firearms. These are all amazing firearms, most of which are in my collection. I just think All of these nominees are phenomenal and helped to make 2025 an amazing year for 2011. But again, we only have one winner, and the winner of the best new 2011 to 2025 is the Dark Forge Reaper X Covert version. That hybrid pistol is one of the fastest, flattest, most original looking designs out there. The gun is phenomenal. So congratulations to Dark Forge. Next up, the most innovative 2011 of 2025. This was very tough. This was very tough. I feel like if I had one thing that kind of defined the market in the 2011 market in 2025, this was the year of the hybrid pistol. Ports and comps have really come into vogue in the past few years. A lot of that work was being done by third-party providers. You know, in 2024 and 2025, you start to see much more ported and compensated guns, even at the very lower end of the spectrum. But in 2025, hybrid pistols that were both ported and comp really came in vogue, and a lot of companies did them right. And so the nominees for most innovative 2011 and 2025 are the Jacob Gray Knox 9. Amazing gun. Not only amazing shooting, but aesthetically they killed it. Next up, the Dark Forge Reaper X Covert. We've already sung the praises of the Dark Forge Reaper. Just an outstanding firearm. Next up, the Miller Precision Ranger Series X Covert Hybrid Pistol. Amazing gun, particularly at the price point. Next up, another one of my favorite builders, another one of my most favorite guns in my collection, the Combat Precision GT Dark Horse. Look, hard to get your hands on a GT Dark Horse, and if you want one, you better jump on it, because this is limited. They are a limited run pistol, but I can't tell you how ecstatic I am to have that gun. It is an amazing looking and shooting firearm. Last but not least, the Bull Armory TAC Pro. Got a chance to look and shoot the Bull Armory TAC Pro at SHOT Show in 2025. I think Bull Armory killed it, and I think they killed it at the price point. Again, all of these nominees are worthy. All of them amazing. But I think the winner, just in terms of everything, the styling of the gun, the shooting of the gun, the very unique grip module, most of their parts made in-house, if not all, I have to give this nod to the Jacob Gray Knox 9. Just an amazing firearm. This next one is very close to my heart, because one of the things that my channel was built on was customization of my guns, whether that is Cerakoting or PVDing them in a certain color, trigger upgrades, porting, whatever the case may be. A lot of people tune into my channel to see what I'm going to do to these firearms, and so I have had work done on my guns by all the nominees in this category, and I think they're all amazing and worthy nominees. And the nominees are Monsoon Tactical, Vulcan Machine Works, DSC Gunworks, TDS Gunworks, Skips Guns, and T Gun Vault. If you're not following these individuals on companies on Instagram and in some instances YouTube, you're missing out, because they do some phenomenal builds. Like I said, I have work done by all of these companies. Monsoon Tactical did my Staccato C2, Vulcan did my Staccato P and XC, TDS Gunworks is working on my MPA DS9TC as we speak. T Gun Vault did my Apache, my covert Apache Dragon. I've done multiple projects with Skips Guns. So these are all phenomenal aftermarket support providers and worthy of winning, but I can only choose one winner, and the winner we chose this time was T Gun Vault. If you've been following T Gun Vault this year, you know that what they're doing is incredibly important. impressive. All of these nominees that can be said by, but check out the almost daily drops they have and the varied styles that they produce, whether that's engraving or Cerakote or various upgrade. I think T Gun Vault is killing it. Congratulations to T Gun Vault as the best aftermarket third-party supplier in the 2011 space in 2025. Next up, best 2011 retailer. Wow. Again, this was also very, very challenging. All of these retailers are amazing, but we've got Covert Projects based out here in Irvine, California, Battlehawk Armory, Modern Warriors. Next up, 2A Zone. Last but not least, the Bunker Gun Shop. So all of these phenomenal retailers are amazing, but the winner, and there could only be one in this category, is Covert Projects. I think Covert not only is one of the leading retailers, but they are an innovative force in the space, helping work with a lot of the gun manufacturers to create some amazing firearms. So shout out to Covert Projects, who's the winner of the 2025 2011 Retailer of the Year. Next up, favorite 2011 content creator. This was tough because I think all of these channels are amazing. All these content creators are amazing. I think they have amazing collections and they bring to the table, I always say these are the content creators, right? These are the guys that content creators like me look forward to, and that's because they bring a knowledge base to the table that's rare. I think they bring a collection to the table that's rare. I think they bring production value to the table that's rare, and a lot of times, you know, a lot of customization and things that they do, I find those to be amazing. The nominees in this category were The Weapon Collective, Team Blacksmith, Major Havoc Reviews, Tactical Bearded Dad, Bust Them Guns, Let It Out, and Skips Guns. And like I said, I am a subscriber to all of these channels and watch them religiously. But unfortunately, I can only have one winner, and this year's favorite, 2A-N-LA's favorite content creator, 2011 content creator, I should say, of 2025 goes to The Weapon Collective. I think if you talk about engaging personality, knowledge, being a shooter, collection, and the production value of his videos, he is just in a different class right now, running on all cylinders. So shout out to Jeff from The Weapon Collective for being 2A-N-LA's favorite content creator, 2011 content creator of 2025. All right, fam, look, we are getting into the home stretch, right? These last few categories, I think, are the ones that everybody has been waiting for. So let's get into them. Starting off with the best production 2011 builder of 2025. The nominees in these categories are Staccato. Wow. I mean, the whole HD series dropped in 2025, and again, Staccato continues to lead the charge in growing the 2011 space. Next up, Atlas Gunworks. Talk about a company that is producing a high volume of high-end pistols. I don't know if anybody is doing it better than Atlas Gunworks. Next up, Nighthawk Customs. Again, Nighthawk has a long-standing reputation of building some of the best production 2011s out there. A lot of people would consider companies like Atlas and Nighthawk kind of semi-custom, but I'm putting them in the production category based on the volume that they produce, and I think Nighthawk Customs kills it. Next nominee, Bull Armory. Again, talk about a company that has a wide variety in terms of their offerings and who consistently produce good guns. Bull Armory, worthy nominee. Next up, Masterpiece Arms. Masterpiece Arms is highly well known in the 2011 space, particularly among competition shooters who are looking for reliable 2011s that perform at a very high level. Masterpiece Arms is a worthy nominee. Last but not least, Wilson Combat. We talked about kind of their EDC and SFX lines earlier, but they make a host of firearms in the 2011 space that are just outstanding. And I love what they're doing with the new Division 77 line. Shout out to Wilson Combat, worthy nominee. Again, we can only have one winner though, and in this particular category, although all of the nominees are phenomenal, the winner was Atlas Gunworks. Just amazing what Atlas has done, their ability to ramp up their production while maintaining their quality, while supplying parts to a lot of the other manufacturers in the industry. Atlas is again, I feel like with Staccato at the forefront of the industry, particularly at the higher end space. Congratulations to Atlas Gunworks. Next up, Best Custom Builder of the Year. Look, fam, these builders build some of the most amazing guns out there. I am so proud to have most, if not all, in my collection. The nominees for the Best Custom 2011 Builder and 2025 are SVI Infinity. Infinity makes incredible firearms. I don't know if anybody aesthetically does it better, and I don't know anybody that does it better with a combination of aesthetics and functionality and quality. SVI Infinity, worthy nominee. I own 3 of them. Next up, Venom Customs. Wow. I've said it once, I've said it a million times. There's something about Venom guns, the quality of them. I've had the opportunity, I own one, have another one on the way, and I've had the opportunity to shoot multiple Venom guns. They're just special. Next up, Rafferty Custom Guns. Very similar to Venom, they produce Rafferty produces some of the most amazing firearms on planet Earth. There's a reason why their Rafferty and Pat is nominated in this category, as well as the best overall 2011 category. Next up, Hayes Customs. Look, I have said that Hayes Customs is the Rolls Royce of custom 2011s. Their guns are not flashy, but they are just beautiful and incredibly manufactured. Next up, Combat Precision. Look, Chris James, I don't know if there is one individual that can design a firearm and bring that gun into fruition better than Combat Precision. On an all-around kind of basis, he is, in my opinion, one of the best 2011 builders out there in the marketplace. And last but not least, Fowler Industries. Fowler and the Vanta series are some of the most aesthetically beautiful guns that also run like nobody's business. So all of these nominees are incredible. All of them worthy. Unfortunately, I can only choose one winner, and the best custom 2011 builder of 2025 went to Venom Customs. Congratulations to Venom and the amazing work that they do. All right, fam, last but not least, we have to acknowledge the best 2011 overall. And I kind of open this wide up. I didn't limit it to guns that just came out in 2025, but I wanted to kind of include in our first annual Heat Check Honors Awards kind of all the 2011s that I felt have currently and historically been considered phenomenal. And we're going to start off with the Atlas Gunworks Erebus. For a long time, I told you guys the Atlas Gunworks Erebus was arguably the best shooting gun in my collection, and it held that title for a very long time until other very high-end guns started to come into play. Next up, the Staccato XC. Talk about the standard for kind of higher end 2011. The XC is kind of the benchmark that a lot of the 2011s within the space are measured. Next up, the Nighthawk Sandhawk. Look, beautiful aesthetics, great running gun, all of the adjectives, right? Just an amazing firearm and a worthy nominee for best overall 2011. Next up, the Rafferty Lucky Devil. If you guys have watched this channel, you guys know I have sang the praises of the Lucky Devil now ever since I got my hand on it. All steel gun, just an amazing, amazing shooting firearm. Next up, the Venom Customs Quad Port. Don of Venom Customs won for the best custom 2011 builder. It makes perfectly sense that kind of his benchmark firearm, the quad port being nominated for best overall 2011. Next up, another gun we talked about, another custom builder we just finished talking about, the Hayes Customs Island Barrel Triport. I own this gun. It's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal looking and shooting firearm. Hayes knocked it out of the park with this gun. Definitely a worthy nominee. There is no way I could have a best all around, best overall 2011 category and not include an Infinity. This one, I feel like Infinity is their own worst enemy because they make such a broad lineup of 2011s. I literally could have had 6 different Infinity guns here. But I chose the Infinity Iconic. I think from an aesthetic and attention to detail perspective, the gun's amazing. It's hybrid, compensated. Such a phenomenal firearm. So honored to have one of the few that are out there in the wild and a worthy nominee for best 2011 overall. Last but not least, the Fowler Vanta 9 again. An incredible firearm. I don't know aesthetically if there's a more pleasing or attractive 2011 out there, particularly with that Valentine grip. So look, like I said, all of these companies and firearms are amazing, but we can only have one winner, and the winner of the best overall 2011 and 2025 is the Rafferty Lucky Devil. Look, fam. I had a meetup recently in 2025 with some of the best 2011 content creators in the space. We had the Weapon Collective out there, Team Blacksmith out there, Tactical Bearded Dad was out there, I was out there. All of us brought the best of the best of the best of our own pistols, and we had also like 6 or 7 prototype guns out there to test. And at the end of the day, when it was all said and done with all the Infinities and the Venoms and the Hayes and the Dark Forges and Race City Defense and, you know, the Cardinal Arms, all those guns taken into consideration, when asked what was the best gun you shot today, the resounding answer was a Rafferty Lucky Devil. That gun is phenomenal. So congratulations to Pat Rafferty at Rafferty Custom Guns for producing, in my opinion, the best 2011 overall pistol of 2025. All right, fam, shout out again to our incredible sponsors, without which this event would not have gone off. I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. Shout out to all those people who stayed and watched the live stream and help participate in it and make it a top-notch event. This is our first annual. I am already getting ideas for the second annual. It is only going to get bigger and better with every year. All right, fam, that's it for this episode. Until next time, as always, take care of one another and peace.